Thank you. I feel like that introduction gives you much more credit than I deserve, but we'll go ahead. I am by no means a basis veteran. In fact, I've only been here for about 4 years. But this place has tested me, shaped me, and given me a sense of pride I never could have imagined. And honestly, I never thought that the first time I'd give a speech like this in front of so many people would be at age 18. But Basis has shown a faith in me that I admittedly don't always see in myself. And for that, I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to speak to you all today. I first arrived at Basis Peoria in the 3rd trimester of 8th grade, coming from a small charter school in Las Vegas. As challenging as the change in course load was, I still had to complete the comprehensive exams at the end of the year as if I'd been there all year. 14-year-old me, thinking I was an academic weapon, assumed I could breeze through the content and enjoy the rest of the year. I was wrong. But in the end, I did end up passing. And more importantly, that experience set the tone for everything that followed. Basis teachers are often experts in the field, and the rigor pushes you to think like one as well. And I'll be honest, I haven't always enjoyed every minute of every class period. But the intensity taught me to find something, anything, to appreciate about those subjects. Because once you find that one small piece you enjoy, the whole puzzle becomes clear. I think it's safe to say that Basis isn't for the faint of heart, but it also brings out the toughest in you. I know for me, these past 4 years have taught me that I'm much more capable than I initially knew. And I don't just mean academically. The emotional intelligence and analytical thinking you build here are important lifelong skills that you can take anywhere. Throughout high school, I've competed in math and robotics competitions and science fair, while also pursuing personal projects, like starting a podcast and publishing an app. Every year, things happen to work out that most of these activities took place during the weeks leading up to AP exams. So I had to learn to prioritize under pressure. Thankfully, that's paid off, as I placed second at the science fair, qualified for the World Championships 3 times, and earned a 5 on all 15 of my AP exams. But to close out my high school experience, winning the volleyball championship is at the top of my list. Our record is currently 10-3 with playoffs coming up. Now, you might be thinking, why am I talking about sports when Basis has such a strong focus on academics? Well, that's because the same discipline, resilience, and mindset that we build in academics are just as transferable to sports as well. Working with Coach Long this season has shown me what Basis exemplifies about the teacher-student relationship. It's not just a mentor-mentee dynamic, but rather it's a partnership. Instead, both individuals work together as a team to improve student performance, whether that be raising a test score or finishing off the game strong. And if there's one lesson that has stuck with me, it's that you can never let your guard down. Not on the courts, and certainly not in life. Even as a senior, while senioritis is tempting, I vowed to stay away from it because I didn't want those 3 years of hard work to slip away right at the finish line. And so, this year, I've made time to enjoy moments with friends and family, but I've also been just as ruthless in my college applications and applying to scholarships. So far, I've earned over $6,000 in scholarships, including national merit. And this August, I'll be attending Georgia Tech for aerospace engineering. Now, Now, I think my internal desire to remain proactive came only from the mindset that I've gained through the rigor of BASIS. And looking back, I think my 8th grade self would have been proud of these 4 years I spent at BASIS Peoria. In an era where the effectiveness of the American education system is being truly tested, BASIS is a guiding light for teaching kids to stay resilient and strive for excellence every day. And after the recent tragic death of one of our school students and one of my friends just a few weeks ago, I've been reminded that our lives are too short not to be living them to the fullest. To the donors and the guests here, your support is the reason that so many students succeed around the country. And most importantly, your impact goes far beyond this room. In fact, it stays with us long after we leave BASIS and supports us for the rest of our lives. Thank you.